One market, four time frames, one language of color. This is the S&P 500, the same market shown four ways at once: the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1-hour. Every pane runs the exact same color logic, so a single glance tells you where strength stands at every scale at the same moment. Let's read them, from the widest view down to the finest. Start top left with the weekly, the long-term view. The color is already green and growing greener, strength building steadily week after week as the market climbs off its base. At the widest scale, this is what control looks like. After a brief blue breather, the green takes over again, another clean, convicted advance carrying price up to a fresh high. Two green legs, barely interrupted. Then comes the one real correction the weekly shows: a cool to blue, a dip into red. But watch how fast green returns. Right here, strength rebuilds and drives the market all the way back to the highs, the recovery written in bright color. One more brief cool near the top, and then green again, surging to new highs. So the weekly, the long-term position, sits firmly at the strong end of the spectrum, and the scale in the corner says the same. Top right, the same market on the daily, one step closer, more detail in view. An early green push lifts it out of a low, strength building bar by bar, the finer version of that weekly climb. In between, a deep correction, blue, then red, down to a washout low. But right here, green commits hard, a sharp, sustained advance that carries the daily straight back to new highs. Bottom left, the 4-hour, closer still. After a heavy red pullback on the left, the color turns, green commits, and builds into a long, clean climb, the swing-by-swing version of the same advance. A short cool to blue near the top, and green is right back, pushing on to new highs. At this scale, you see every step of the move, not just its outline. Bottom right, the 1-hour, the finest scale here, the close-up detail. It opens with green, a first push higher, strength leading the way. A small blue dip, and green resumes, a longer climb carrying price up to a high, conviction firmly in control. Another brief pause, then one more green push, all the way to the peak. The same rising strength, just shown in the finest detail. Then a sharper pullback, through blue and red down to a low. And once more, green takes over, lifting the 1-hour off that low and back to fresh highs, in step with every pane above it. Here is the whole point of reading several charts at once. The higher time frames give you the general position, the big picture status of the market. The lower time frames give you the fine detail inside it. And the spectrum scale in each pane tells you at a glance where that time frame sits on the strength spectrum. So even when you're watching the shortest horizons, one look up at the weekly tells you the broader status. Big picture context above, fine detail below. The same color logic on every scale for the long view and the short view alike. 4 time frames, one market, read at a glance. This video is for educational purposes only and is not investment advice. See you in the next educational video.